Welcome back to Alpha Tactics. Guys, we want to have a conversation over a story. So we've done like a home defense kind of setup.
Over a story?
Yeah, we're a story.
Okay.
Anyways,
all right.
we've done a home defense kind of video before, and we did it on like ARs, and we did my home defense with the 300 blackout setup.
Shotguns.
Yeah, and shotguns, whatnot like that.
It's a superior home defense.
I guess. Anyways, what we're going to talk about right now is actually carry guns. So if you're going out in public, of course, I always recommend everybody to carry a gun for sure. Exercise your Second Amendment right in the states that you can do that in. That, you know, as long as you live in those states that don't actually infringe upon that right. But
if you do move to Texas,
yes,
unless you're from California, stay in California.
Well, you can come to Texas if you're in California, but don't bring your politics with you. But anyways, apart from that, we kind of want to give a rundown. So we have a bunch of different style of carry guns, if you will. And real quick, you're going to notice this gun's in there. This is a Makarov, like what was used in Russia's military for a long time. This is only here because I want to talk and kind of make fun of one of our favorite YouTubers, Brandon Herrera, or the AK guy. And because he actually carries one of these. A company reached out and made a holster for him for this. But we'll talk about that here in a minute, because Brandon Herrera, if you see this, we'd really love to come to San Antonio and shoot with you, for sure. But anyways, so we'll talk about the different styles. So we have a Canic. I think this is just a TP9.
SF Elite.
SF Elite. Okay, so
9mm.
their nice version of their carry gun, which is a super awesome carry gun. Glock 17, because some people like carrying full-size Glocks. Very reliable gun. Not a whole lot to it. It's very simple, in the simplest manner of guns, for sure. And then you actually have a SIG P365. Now, this one I think actually did win Concealed Carry Gun of the Year for like 2 years in a row. Super awesome gun. They're really reliable. They're awesome to shoot. If you get the XLs, if you're a bigger person like me or, you know, anybody else out there that's bigger, you can carry this and get an XL version, and it's a little bit more fitting to the hand with a little bit longer slide. So very awesome option right there. This is actually one that I got for a family member because I knew they needed one. This is a Kimber Micro, I'll say Micro, Evo SP, which is their 9mm semi-automatic handgun. They're known for their 1911s. That's one of their semi-auto little carry pistols right there. Super awesome gun. Then you've got people like this guy that can pretty much carry whatever he wants.
This is my everyday carry. FNX 45 tactical.
Super awesome. Of course, you want to have your light and whatnot. I really don't understand it because I can't carry anything like this. And this guy could conceal whatever he literally wanted to.
Literally whatever I want. So
it doesn't make any sense. But anyways, that's a 500 Magnum. Whatever.
I think I might start carrying it.
Anyways, and then you got people like my brother that actually carry a 1911. Now, this is a super awesome choice. Come out in 1911, so I mean they're known for their reliability. They served in the military, probably one of the longest standing serving military handguns ever. So they're basic. They don't come with a lot of rounds, and that's something to think about when you're looking for your carry gun. But we'll get into that in just a second. And then you also have the FN. This is the 509, one of the 509 series. This one in particular is tactical. Now they make 509M. They make a 509 compact. They make a bunch of these and a bunch of different sizes and configurations for your carry needs. And I will give it to FN. They have really hit the market on this too, because they have the 509. I think it's the MRD models or whatever, but they are optics cut, so they can also accept a red dot like this one on the tactical, and also have your suppressor height sights. So that way you can have a co-witness with that red dot. Only thing I wish about FN is they would make more optics plates for their guns, because not everybody wants to run a Vortex or 800.
Before we get too far into it, please like, subscribe. We're going to start posting on Rumble. They give us a little bit more freedom than YouTube does. We're still going to post on YouTube, so if you want to watch both places, watch both places. But we're going to start putting stuff on Rumble also, so check us out there. It's Alpha Tactics.
For sure. For sure. All right, so kind of how we want to start this debate. So 9mm. Now, there's a lot of pros, and there are some cons about 9mm. So I particularly, just my preference, I like carrying 9mm. Now, reason being behind that is because you have a lot of rounds. So like this FN 509, for example, is my carry gun. Now, this magazine, dude, you're talking about 24 rounds. Like you could if you're carrying extra mags, there's no shortage of ammo there. So that's plus side. 9mm, you can definitely carry a lot more rounds for sure on pretty much any platform. So the smallest carry guns carry as much as the largest 45s carry their capacity. So that's a really good plus side. Downside, 9mm, it's a very fast round, but that kind of hurts it because it passes through a lot easier than a lot of other rounds. Now, you do have defense rounds out there and different kinds of defense rounds, but the main thing you want to worry about when you're talking about concealed carry is just what you can handle. 9mm has a lot less recoil than 45 or some other calibers. Now, you also have 380 out there, 38 special. I'm not going to recommend you carry either one of those, but your choice is your choice, I guess.
Now, if you're talking recoil, just because it's a 9 doesn't mean if you carry the same gun, it's going to have the same recoil. This is a 9. It's going to have more recoil than this is. So depending on if you want a smaller gun, bigger gun, that's going to be your difference in your recoil. If you want to carry a fuller size pistol, you're going to have less recoil, normally more ammo.
A lot of that's barrel length and weight of the gun as
Right.
well. So like he was saying with the Canic, and there's other guns out here. I guess Sonic is actually how you pronounce that with wherever they come from, but Canic over here in the United States because that's what we're going to call it. But anyways, you're talking about a 2-inch barrel, starting right here versus FN's, I believe, 4-inch barrel or 3.5. I don't remember exactly. And then up to Glock's 3.5-inch barrel or 4-inch barrel as well. I gotta remember these barrel lengths. But anyways, you're talking about a lot more slide, a lot more barrel length, and that's going to play a huge part as well as weight in your recoil. So if you have smaller hands, that makes a big difference. And what I would recommend for any women out there or guys that just have smaller hands is a P365. Very tiny gun, small handle. The other magazine that this comes with actually has a little bit of a pinky extension, so it'll make it a little bit more comfortable for you. The slide isn't the easiest to pull back. It's not hard, but I know some people do have that struggle. So, I mean, that's something to consider when you're looking for your carry gun is make sure you can pull the slide back, because if you can't, you need to in that situation and you need to clear a jam or something, it's going to screw you if you can't.
That's where I'm going to argue with him about it. I'm going to say, for me, I wouldn't carry something small like this, because the longer barrel you have, the more accurate it's going to be. Most self-defense, they're going to be, 10, 15 feet in front of you.
I think the average is like 7 feet.
Yeah, but say you're in a situation where you need to hit somebody 15 yards. This is going to be way more accurate, less recoil. It's going to be easier to hit them with something that's a little bit bigger if you want to carry something bigger, if you can conceal it, whatever. It's all your preference. But to me, I'm going to carry a bigger gun, full size, gives me more rounds, and it's more accurate. So it really depends on what you want to do, but just that's something to think about if you're buying your first carry gun. Shorter barrel is going to be less accurate. Smaller gun, you're going to have less ammo. So if you want to find a medium, something that's quite a few rounds, something that's got at least a 3.5, 4-inch barrel, it's kind of accurate. I mean, whatever you do buy, train with it. Shoot a lot, go to the range, because if you don't train with it, I don't care if you've got a full-size gun like this.
I don't care if you got a staccato.
Right, or a tiny gun like this. It doesn't matter. If you don't train, you're not gonna be very good with it.
If you've got a $4,000 gun versus a $500 gun, if you don't train with it, you're killing yourself. Like, you're going to automatically have the disadvantage there.
Right.
So 1911s can come into play like that because they're very easy to control. A lot of recoil with the 45 models. They do make them in the as well if you want to go that direction. But I think other than that, buy what suits you.
Right.
If you go in there and you really like the feel of a gun, look up the reviews on it. Make sure it's a good gun. Make sure the quality's there. But get a gun that feels comfortable to you. And if you can find a range that you can actually test drive these guns,
yeah, a lot of
that.
Right. A lot of your gun ranges are going to allow you to go in there and rent a gun. Ones we have around here, $10, you can go rent a gun, fire it, see if you like it, whatever.
So that's going to help out. And
Yeah.
what I was talking about earlier, Brandon Herrera, you are weird for wanting to carry this gun. I love the Makarov's awesome. Do not get me wrong at all. But come on, man. The amount of all the different stuff you got, you carry this. I don't know. I can't hate on too much. If you love what you love, so that's just all that matters.
I say we just all go to carrying this. Concealable, easy to fire, no recoil.
Yeah, don't listen to anything he just said.
Yeah, that's all lie.
Thank you guys for watching. Definitely check out, go to your local range, check out your guns. Make sure you practice your Second Amendment right. Check out your local gun store. Support your local small gun stores. We appreciate everything. We appreciate all the support, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Thank you.